Okay, thank you so much. So welcome back, everyone, after the coffee break. So we will continue with Dr. Sabih talking about assessment as learning with the learner's item banking. Please go ahead, Dr. Sabih.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for you, Dr. Umnia. Can I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the second session of our workshop is a project regarding what we call learning assessment as learning. And this project is by making an item bank for the learner to develop their questions by themselves. After they are creating these items, they will put it in an item bank which is designed for such a purpose. And this item bank, by creating certain account for the student in this bank, and other student will act as for their peers. And after they are collecting a lot of or certain number of questions in this item bank, they can use it for formative assessment, and even they can share it with their tutor to hold a bank for college itself. And I will ask all our students that share the discussion of creating a question or how to make a question and their experience regarding making a question on their subjects. Would you please, Umnia, if somebody from our attendee student that share with us or they were involved in the meeting regarding creating question by learners?
Yes. Okay, so I was there. So can I share my points?
Yes, please.
Okay, so in 2019, there was a meeting with Dr. Sabih, led by Dr. Sabih in the Medical Education Unit at Baghdad Medical College about item making. And we were a bunch of students who were involved, actively involved in the process. Dr. Sabih told us about the process of forming items and the project of item banking and the importance of making a student-led bank of questions and how that will affect the learner, the learning of their students. So after that initial meeting, some of the students went with this project ahead and made just like a crude website called the BMC MCQ learn.com. So we put the MCQs that we as a students make and we upload it on that website. So it was just simple and crude steps towards the project, but overall it was fantastic because we were exposed early on about the importance of item banking and how to actually learn by assessing ourselves and assessing our peers. So yeah, it was an amazing project indeed.
Any student with us who has experienced this project before?
Okay, anyone else? I don't think so, Dr. Sabih.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Well, this session, I will explore the functions of the item bank, but I need your opinion whether this is an effective form of learning or assessment as learning, whether it is beneficial to do so, or we just wasting the time of our student and wasting our time. It's simply every student will have an account on this item bank, and they will enter the item bank. Before that, before making the accounts, we will set up this the bank according to the either objectives or learning objectives, or according to the subjects. And we can do so by giving the authority for one of the students to be the manager of the bank. And once the manager put his username and the password, he will enter the area of managing the whole bank and do the administration and put the department, coding, or give everybody the account number, the username, and the password, and do everything regarding the management of subject or learning objective with its root classification. After that, once you go, once the setup of the bank has been made, then the student can enter by his username or his password to enter the bank, and going inside, after writing the username and the password of the student, he can be in. Let us say the student's name is Sabih, and he is doing the work on the hematology department. He got 20 questions, and all the department got 26. And he can add any new question or view his own question by himself, and nobody can enter this space. It's just for only one student. After he finished, he can close the computer, and the reviewer who has the privilege to enter a certain area, and we can customize this with our student, and certain student will act as reviewers, and some other students will be a writer, and they can view the question from here, and can see whatever they like by this pressing this button, and see the whole question. If he sees something wrong in the construction of the items, he can edit anywhere and close. After he close or edit this question, there will be a notification for the student in this area. And after, I mean, once the student again restart coming to the bank, he can visualize the notification. As you see that Sabi has got no notification, it means that the reviewer accept the questions, or yani, he didn't find any mistakes in these questions. After doing all the process, and a lot of questions will be there in this bank, the manager or the head or the student manager, he can do enter again enter the bank, he has the access of everything in the bank, and he can construct whatever exam by going to the management. And you can see here there is some sort of test generation. He can review all the questions, he can see all the questions, and he can do the test generation. He can do the test generation according what is required in the formative or summative exam, and he can choose whatever he like according to the department, like in this, the hematology. And in hematology, he can choose certain items in certain area of the hematology, and can choose, check the numbers of question in this issue. And even though he can, after a while, if he done one formative or two formative, there will be data analysis for this question regarding the difficulty index, regarding the discrimination, and we can add this parameter to our item bank regularly after each exam, and it will be there will be details parameters for each question, and they can utilize that if they like to choose a very easy one or difficult one or moderate one according to the precise parameters. And we have included even ENGOV measurement if the student like to do this sort of standard setting, and for each question they can do it. And we will try our best to train our STEAM student to know about standard setting, how to set standard setting. I think it's very important for the faculty member. But however, knowing about this issue within our student circle is, I think it's important to know how do the cut score is adjusted or decided. And there are a lot of things. I don't like to explore everything in this issue because some of them need time to explain. And in this way, the manager of the bank, he can formulate or create exams, and the exam can be if we choose some sort of let us say we have chosen 20 questions from hematology, and we just put all the condition needed for the to formulate the formative assessment and activate the test generation. After activation of test generation, the manager can go to the main interface, and then can do the either paper exam with the producing paper exam question, or can do it to connect it to another frame for as a computer-based exam. And طبعا ماكو question and this is easily printed out by a paper with a set of the correct answer and the ID of each question. I will let you to discuss this project as a form of, I need your opinion and your suggestion if we can do this with our student, and is there is any experience in UK or any elsewhere that they are doing item bank for learner, and how do we utilize this project in promoting learning or enhancing learning opportunities.
Amazing, Dr. Sabih. So anyone, please, your opinions?
Dr. Sabih, have you finished the presentation? Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So may I ask you, Dr. Sabih, if you allow me, Omnia, you suggest this is a way of improving students' learning by formulating questions, putting them in categorization, and make use of this electronic facility to be aware of many aspects of assessment, which is very important that the medical student, he should know about, or she should know about it, including the categorization, the title, the option to be used, and then some of the information about the standard setting, etc., etc. Shall we go through a project and making a showcase for this issue, Professor Sabih?
If I understand your question,
my suggestion is not a question.
We can go through this, sorry? Yes,
This is
sure.
a suggestion.
Yes, sure. Yes, sure. We can go through this, and we can, you know, in the literature, I have found a few articles saying or confirming that by creating question by the learner, it means it will reach for a good depth in the learning process, and they realize that learner who makes a question on certain subject, they reach a good level or achieving a good level of learning. That's why we may try this project in our medical college if we have some support of other faculty member.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anyone else?
Well, I am waiting for the audience whether they agree on this or they think that it is something it's difficult to apply or.
Okay, Dr.
Okay.
Ahmed, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sabih. This is, I think, my opinion is that it's, I think it's a very useful approach for the students. It will be not only, it will not only benefit the students as for learning, but also they will feel that they are involved in the process of assessment. It's like a tool of education for the students, besides many of the learning benefits. I think it's, and I think maybe in addition to what Dr. Hilal said, maybe we can start like a project for all the faculties and colleges in Iraq to participate in, not only in the College of Baghdad. I think it will be a lot of students will be involved in this, and they will know more about the assessment. They will really feel that they are real stakeholders. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Can we hear from the medical student, please? Do you think this kind of work may improve your ability for learning?
Okay, so Navar, I guess Navar has some points to be shared. Please,
Okay,
Navar, go ahead.
Afwan, can you hear me?
Yes.
So yes, about last year, I have tried this method, and we have created a group in Telegram with a bunch of our friends, and we were formulating questions for ourselves, and we were discussing it together. So we have got the benefit from it, and we were understanding the subjects way more better than before. So it has a positive outcome, I think.
Excellent. Navar, can you present yourself, please?
I'm a medical student, a fifth medical student in University of Sulaimani.
Most welcome, Navar.
Thank you, Dr. Ilal.
Okay, Dr. Sabih, so I guess it has a positive outcomes from both the specialist overview and the student's overview.
Well, I will ask our student whether do you think that if we make this project on a national base, or we should start with our Baghdad Medical College?
Okay, sorry, I guess I didn't hear the question.
Well, I am asking all the audience whether is it better to make it on a national scale, or just restricted to only one medical college, like Baghdad Medical College?
If you allow me, Professor Sabih, I think a pilot study and this issue is very important to start with, and then we can generalize it according to the feedback from this pilot project. Probably Hassan,
okay, thank you so much.
Want to comment?
I think, yeah, a pilot study would be interesting. So whether it's Baghdad Medical College or another medical school, that should be fine.
Okay, thank you so much. Navar, please go ahead.
About this issue, I think it's somehow hard to convince other colleges. I'm speaking for my college, which is in Sulaimani, and I think it's somehow hard to convince colleges to apply a method like this.
Yeah, we can. I don't know whether you could think about a pilot. Dr. Hilal, do you have any suggestions for other medical schools, or you think about Baghdad University?
Yeah, we can do it. I think in Baghdad, Dr. Sabih. The issue is that, and this is very important, sometimes the policymakers are not aware of the new concepts in medical education and the new concepts of assessment, learning, style of learning, etc., etc. And probably they are very busy in the administrative work and dealing with a large number of students accepted in medical school each year, etc., etc. And therefore, they have no time or the will to modernize their way of learning to the students, or the curriculum, or the assessment, or everything. Therefore, I think Navar pointed to a very important point, which is you cannot convince every medical school or many medical schools to do like that. But at least in Baghdad Medical School, the environment is there, and probably 2 or 3 other medical schools, probably we can, Karbala, Kufa, Wasit, these medical schools who modernize their curriculum to the new one, probably we can use this project in these medical schools. What do you suggest, Dr. Sabih?
Well, thank you very much for your opinion. Why I'm asking this question, because if we share it between certain medical colleges, I can install the software for each college, and we have to agree on the blueprint of the item bank, because it's very important. If we like to collect all the items from different medical colleges, we have to set up the program everywhere according to the agreed blueprint for the item bank. That's why I'm asking this.
So let's say this is an open invitation for our faculty member who are joining us today, as well as the medical students, can convey this message to their deanery is that there is such a project, and any medical school willing to do that, it's most welcome. Professor Sabih is there, and all we will help him to establish such a project. And I think this will be a very interesting project coming out of this medical education course.
Thank you, Dr. Hilal. Dr. Sabih, can we have a summary of the proposal, like a one page or probably less, to speak to the medical schools and see if anyone will be interested in that?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Dr. Ahmed, please go ahead.
Yes, just another suggestion. I think we need to involve more students from all or most of the medical schools in Iraq in this project. Not only this project about the involvement of students in making questions, but I can see here a lot of students from Baghdad University College of Medicine. I think involvement of students from other colleges will be very beneficial for the whole project, and especially in the era of assessment as an educational tool, and they can convey the message to the other students. I don't know if this is possible to involve more students from as many colleges in Iraq as possible. And how can be done? How can it be done, implemented?
Yes, sure. We can do this electronically. We can install the software in the colleges that accept being involved in this project, and just sharing sharing the what you call it USP from each college, and we can collect all the questions from every single colleges in one computer, in one bank. It's possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't only mean this project, but in the RCP, we need in the project. The RCP network. If we can involve as many students as we can, it will be very good for these students to be involved. This is also my suggestion. Besides the question bank.
Yes, we already did it, Ahmed. Omnia, can you elaborate on this point, please?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmed, for the kind suggestions. So we've started with this idea about involving as many students as possible, and like having the overview of different colleges and different universities in our country to make it a generalized, the idea of the RCP network. So we have students from Baghdad Medical College, from Al-Mustansiriya University, from Al-Nahrain University. This is for Baghdad. We have students from Al-Sulaymaniya University. We have students from Erbil, Hawler, and we have students from Dhiqar. We have students from Najaf and from Babylon. So, and we are aiming to involve as many students as possible. And of course, Lambar, because I forgot to mention that. And this is also an open invitation for all of the students. Yes, Wasat, of course, Wasat. So this is an open invitation for all of the students who are watching us right now, because this is the future, as Dr. Mumtaz always says. The students are the future, and we need your collaboration with us, and you're more than welcome to join the network. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Okay, thank you.
Actually, Dr. Ahmed, we did a map for Iraq, and we pointed to the area that there is representation from faculty members as well as from undergraduate and graduated doctors. And we are trying to separate horizontally across all Iraq. And this is an open invitation for our medical students and newly graduated doctors, postgraduate trainee, as well as for our consultants, professors, faculty members, to share with us our activities. And we will inshallah, within 2 months' time, we will announce our project and schedule for 2022, which will include much more activities, face-to-face learning, workshops, as well as we are planning with Dr. Mumtaz to deliver a high-quality mini project provision for health service provision. And this will be under the umbrella of the Royal College of London, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. It's really a very, it will have a lot of consequences, I think. And it's really a very good and very great project. Thank you for all your efforts. Thank you very much.
Mumtaz, can you help me, please? Mumtaz, there is a comment from one of my colleagues who is working actively with me. He said, we show the Royal College our work in 2021. The Royal College should show her support more in 2022.
Of course.
What do you comment, Mumtaz, on that?
Oh, of course, you have my support always, Hilal, you know that. And I think as I've said before, I mean, the work is going from strength to strength. I mean, we started it as a kind of a small idea, well, ambitious idea, but it's grown into something more than I was expecting, mashallah. And I'm hoping that next year we'll be able to widen even our participation, the network, the activities. Inshallah, hopefully COVID side of things as will be easing, so there'll be more face-to-face engagement as well. And definitely you have my support for, you know, all the work that you've described, and hopefully more to come. I mean, we need to plan, isn't it, the year ahead. But so far, the network has exceeded my expectations, I must say, in all of what you've achieved. So, you know, fantastic work, and keep going, isn't it? The ideas just keep coming in, and all the ideas are great, and I think they should be supported. And of course, you know, I always say, you know, sort of start small, even with the project around what you were just talking about. I think I'm all for pilots with evaluation, and then, you know, kind of broadening the network, because then that's when you get the engagement better. If you can show effectiveness of models that we're working, which certainly we're already doing with the network work, but even all the projects, then inshallah you'll get buy-in from other places as well. And no stopping you, is there, Hilal? I think lots and lots of great ideas. So fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Mumtaz. Thank you very much. Hassanin, Dr. Dikra, everyone, we need your support and help. All our friends, dear friends and colleagues.
You could always rely.
Need all the players to be with us.
You could always rely on us,
Go
Dr.
ahead,
Hilal.
Hassanin.
Sorry, yes. You always have my full and unconditional support, Dr. Hilal, and everyone in this project. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
أنت تفصل وإحنا نلبس.
You have to translate. You have to translate that to Mumtaz.
So it means like Dr. Hilal is the tailor, and he sews all the clothes, and we wear what he sews.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I love the saying. I wish I could understand Arabic better. I always say I can read the Quran, but I can't understand all of it, which is not so good, isn't it? Mashallah, that's a lovely saying.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Omnia, go on. You are the leader.
Yes, sorry, Dr. Dikra, please.
Thank you very much, everyone. It was interesting to watch you all these modules. I learned a lot from you. And Dr. Hilal, my dear, your effort is amazing. I cannot cope with what you are doing, and it is a lot. And I put all my capabilities and my hospital managers are very supportive of whatever I can do to help any of the candidates or students through the Bristol University. I am more than happy to accommodate them and mentor them. And not only that, whatever the Royal College needs, any support from me, although I am just a humble person, but I'm sure every little bit help, and I am prepared to do as much as needed. And good luck in your future projects.
Thank you very much, dear Dr. Dikra. Your supports and encouragement and your nice words really was heartfelt all the time, Dr. Dikra. Thank you very much. We also we are expecting support from Manchester Medical School as well, Manchester University, from Oxford University as well. And we try to bring all the players, all the winning cards together, because everything will be great on the ground.
Yeah, good luck to all of us and to all of you. I'm very proud of Omnia and her colleagues who conducted the modules and the conferences in a very, very elite way. I cannot say more. I don't have any words to say more. So thank you very much. The future is with you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dikra. Much appreciation for your help. Thank you so much. So, Navar, do you have a comment?
Yes, Dr. Amnia. And first of all, I would like to thank everyone who has helped in delivering this course. And as a recommendation coming out from this course, I would like to recommend that as RCP team can help in developing and articulating an assessment system for practical exams in the medical colleges, as they have more flaws than the theoretical assessments. And I think we should all help in articulating an assessment system, assessing students in a better way, as like from the practical exams rather than theoretical exams.
Thank you very much, Navar. Just one point, our dream, Mumtaz, hear me, and Hassanin and Dr. Dikra, our dream is to have the PACEs in Iraq. This is our dream, and this is our coming work. We start to work on that, and I'm sure with your support, we can make this dream reality by having the PACEs examination in Iraq. Isn't it, Mumtaz?
Yes, most definitely. I mean, I think that would be fantastic. And certainly the momentum is there, isn't it? If the need is there, the momentum support is there locally, then I think we should kind of restart those conversations. I know they've happened in the past. For whatever reason, it didn't progress, but I'm sure we can cross that hurdle together with the support and the network of support that we've built now, inshallah.
Inshallah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Dikra, please.
Yeah, I don't have more to add. Prof. Mumtaz expanded on this. PACES is my favorite place to teach and participate in for the past 15 years. And I am sure one day we will find the path to put the PACES in one of our Iraqi centers. I know the medical city has accommodated MRCP before any other medical school in the Middle East, and I am sure the future is to start again. And Erbil, Holer is a very pleasant center, so maybe another option for us. So I am sure the future for this project is very easy to achieve. And thank you again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dikra. So I guess this is it, and we're closing. So I would say thank you so much to all of the specialists who have taken part of their time to talk about medical education. This has been a dream for me to talk about medical education this freely and to spread the philosophy and the basics, the principles of medical education to both specialists and to medical students early on. So thank you so much for taking time and attending with us each Friday and Saturday. You've been a huge help and support to us. And without you, none of this would ever been happen. So if you could take a part of your time to do the final task, which is the evaluation form. So I guess by now you know the importance of feedback and opinions and the power of them in developing and learning. So if you could evaluate us anonymously in this feedback, it is a complete feedback about the learning environment and the content of the course and the lectures and the team. And there's a section below, which is the suggestions and what would you want us to do in the future. So kindly click on the feedback form, which is in the chat box. We will post it again. It'd be very helpful if you leave us your opinions and suggestions. Again, thank you so much. And we hope that this night was beneficial for you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you all, and see you soon in the coming activities, inshallah.
Thank you, Hilal. Thank you, Umnia, and you all. Well done. Fantastic.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
شكرا
Good night.
جزيلا للجميع.
شكرا أستاذ صبيح.
شكرا دكتور أستاذ هلال، شكرا جزيلا على هذا الموديول، عاشت إيدكم.
Most welcome, أستاذ هيثم. Most welcome.
I'll have to learn Arabic before the next module.
That's your next task, Mumtaz.
This is my next task.
Introduction to basic Arabic for Mumtaz.
Dear Mumtaz, when there is no restriction, you are welcome in Erbil or Suleimania or any area in Iraq. You are welcome to come here.
Only Dr. Mumtaz or everyone?
All
You'll
of
have a
you,
big
you can
party.
reach easily. But because of the restriction of travel now, we thought that it will be end by the vaccination of 50 or 70% of the population, and there will be free transportation. Welcome for all of you. With Dr. Hilal, you can come, and you are welcome to Erbil.
Inshallah soon, eh?
Inshallah.
Okay, see you soon and good night.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.